Hi, everybody. This is Melissa, your French psychic. It is Sunday, November the 3rd, 2024. And for those of you under daylight savings time, I hope you turned your clocks back because it's spring forward, fall backwards. And we are coming, or we are really starting the darkest month, right? November. And Tuesday is election day. Of course, everybody's been voting for weeks. I voted several weeks ago. Oh my goodness, the emotional roller coaster. But we are coming up to November 5th. Of course, I'm not sure. I want to believe that we'll know the results sooner than later. I think it's going to be a huge tsunami, blue tsunami, but we'll see. But this reading that my guides wanted me to do today was really referencing that. And I didn't really even know what the reading was about until I got the cards from them, and then it became clear that it's about the future. And I'm using the Sarah Marchetti Gilded Tarot for the reading, and we're having an oracle deck from one of our favorite decks, right? The Sufi Oracle deck, Sufi Wisdom Oracle by Rasuli. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And so all these cards are major arcanas, no minor arcanas. And the major arcanas are really the archetypal cards, and the rest are more subtle or more subtleties of various predictive energies. So here we go. The major, or I should say the subject card, the central card here, the card that's representing this reading is the world. This is us. This is the whole world, not just America, all focused on this election coming up. It's so important. The United States is or such a major world power and influencer. So this is us in the whole world, and wondering and an expectation for this coming election. And then also there are elections going on all over the world that are in flux and could determine one way or the other, fascism or democracy, for those countries. Above the wheel, so what's coming in is this major shift in our future. You know, the winds of change, the wheels turning here. In the past, this is the tower. This has been years of being under attack from foreign influences like majorly Russia or Putin, but China, North Korea, Iran, countries that have tried to bring in the fall of our democracy because they disapprove of it and they prefer autocracies, but they have been extremely influential in like bringing Trump in. Thank you, Putin, right? And Putin clearly was using him as a Trojan horse or a puppet. But democracies have been under attack all over the world. And last in the last election, January 6, 2020, that was the tower, a direct attack on the democracy. And this is how Trump has been running his campaign. So this has been a major past influence for us. And I wanted to say also, and from Trump said, that's terrible that I have to say this, but also enemies from within. Uh, Russia and Saudi Arabia, too, I forgot to mention. These powers had managed to corrupt and influence and plant Russian puppets within our own House, within our own Senate, and also before Biden within the presidency itself. So uh, underneath the Chariot. So I asked my guides, well, what does this mean? And they say This is moving away. This is moving forward. It's a, an, a movement that cannot be stopped away from this. This is what our election is going to bring us away, move us forward, like Kamala Harris, her one of her campaign slogans. We're not going back. We are moving forward. And the future, the star. This is healing. This is also, I would say, a blue tsunami. Look at the card and the colors. This is in our future. And this is Pluto coming into Aquarius, right? The star is such an Aquarian card of transmuting energy into light. The clarification card, judgment. So this is all humanity having been challenged all this time to make a choice. What side am I on? And it has become such a polarity. Is it good or is it evil? There's no middle ground here. And the election is about people making their choice, making their choices heard, and rising up to a higher test. Our souls are rising up to a higher test regarding where we're putting our energies, what our priorities are, where is our morality, where are our ethics. This is a judgment about the human race. It's a judgment about humankind. The outcome card, strength. So when this card came up, I was a little confused. And then I remembered that in that last reading regarding who was going to win the presidency, this was Kamala Harris and this is Tim Walz. And so this is what this card represents. So the guide said yes. I thought, how could I not just instantly recognize what the card meant? But it just took me a few seconds because I honestly didn't have a plan for this reading. I just wanted the guides to give me the card so it would form in my mind. And so this is who's going to win the presidency according to my guides. And this is going to move us forward. We are moving forward. So I think it's a very joyous reading. This is what my guide said. And this would be my prayer too. So this is a beautiful reading. I'm just as vulnerable as everybody else regarding what everybody's feeling. And, there's so much anxiety and fear and uncertainty. But through all of this time, this is what my guides are showing me and have been showing me. Right? So that is the reading. And then, of course, we're going to have our oracle card here, Sufi Wisdom Oracle, and the card that my guides wanted me to read was Determination. Perseverance leads to fortune. And these cards always start out with a poem from a Sufi poet. I struggled and suffered for 40 years, never knowing the remedy I was looking for was in a bottle of vintage wine. The sweet success I was hoping to find in my fortune was hidden in the curls of the beloved's hair. Hafiz. When the going gets tough, call upon your power of perseverance. No matter how hard it is or how long it takes, be steadfast in what you are doing. Hafiz is sharing how he was able to taste the pleasure of being in the arms of his beloved through persistence. He did so by doing everything with joy and determination. In this way, perseverance turns vinegar into vintage wine. Dear one, listen to the oracle and give up wondering how to find your place in life. Follow your calling like it is the North Star guiding you in every pursuit of life. As you faithfully pursue your desires, a way will open, and you will be guided to other opportunities and blessings even beyond your dreams. There are many people who excel in the arts, athletics, music, and speech. Some can achieve success in life, but too many of these gifted people do not endure and fail to achieve their potential. In contrast, some less visible men and women work diligently, pursue further, and continue their course of action to become outstanding in their craft. Beloved, now is the time for you to organize and use your time wisely. Pursue the opportunities that can bring blessings to you. If you want to enjoy the journey, be willing to use your leadership skills as well as the skills and experiences of other people who can help you along the way. Mantra: I'm determined to persevere and live my life fulfilled with trust, patience, determination, and tender affection. So be it. Determination. Looks like the Milky Way. Okay, you guys, at this point, I always let people know I'm available for personal readings. My information is below in the description box and at the end of the musical interlude, which is coming up. I love you guys so much. And I know we've been through a lot, right? Because I think I started this channel 5 years ago. But we're moving forward here into healing, into joy. I will be back next week. We're all going to be on tenterhooks, I know, this week, but I'm feeling really good about it in every way. And I know the question is, and the fear is, too, even if we win, which, obviously we'll get the majority, and I believe we'll get the Electoral College big time. So when it moves to the point where the election gets certified, the fear is that the little secret plan that Donald's been cooking up here with Johnson is that if we don't get a majority in the House, then somehow they're going to rig the process so that they're just going to give it to Trump. But I don't believe that will happen in the end. I don't think Johnson is a strong fascist. I think he's pretty weak, and in the end, he would cave, like he has funding our country. Like he's been really berated by the Freedom Caucus because he's passed, spending bills, but he acts as if he won't. Like he acts as if he's going to be another Mussolini or something. But I don't think he has it in him. But the best possible outcome is if we take the majority for the Senate, the House, and of course, Walz and Harris gain the presidency, then they get sworn in before the certification process ever happens. So if that happens, Hakeem Jeffries is House leader, and there we go, smooth transference of power. And I pray and believe that will be the result. But I think whatever happens, I think that it's going to go through. The coup is or the desire for the coup, or the little secret coup conspiracy, it's out in the open. And I do believe that Harris and, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are pretty well prepared for it. Whatever could happen. So you guys, I'm sure that the majority of you have voted. And I say that this always, that if you would like and plan to vote on Tuesday, that's fine. And there's a real sense of history when you vote on that day. But if you can, vote early tomorrow, do that. Whatever, vote. And thank you for everybody who has voted. I love you. You take care. I will be back on the other side. Bye-bye.